Why are you guys? I need it.
You need what?
What are you doing?
Oh, I know what he's doing. I know what he's doing.
I know what he's trying to do. I am doing nothing.
Okay, and why aren't you stopping him?
Because you already.
All right. Camera's up and running.
I didn't know how to do that. Where'd it go?
Sure you run it?
Yeah, no, I'm 100.
That for when we're ready for it. Everybody has everything that they need for right now. Does anybody need? Everybody's got everything. I gave you your spells. He's got his character sheet. Everybody's good so far. Boom, boom.
Oh, pulled it out.
No, I just think I grabbed it.
Can you steal it?
No, I didn't. I got it.
What are you looking
I
for?
believe so. My dick hand. This cock puppet.
Okay.
My penis pecker.
Oh, your penis pecker.
That's redundant.
Penis pecker.
Penis.
Where did it?
All right. No, sir. You do not get to do that.
What did I do with it?
Mishy, mishy.
All right. So, as I mentioned already, sadly, I lost all of the footage for last week's session,
What?
which is disappointing in the extreme.
We're not doing it again.
He was impatient.
I'm literally looking for it
I
so I
know.
can do it again.
Yeah. Computer took a shit halfway through when I was trying to load that up to the episodes up in the computer, and effectively fried the SD card. So obviously, the first episode of Jonathan being here is not going to be able to be shown.
Yay!
But it just means he has to be extra assholey this time.
That's just me on a normal day.
Which sucks, because there was a lot of good asshole in that first episode.
There really was.
Session.
It was like
So
spread
much.
wide open, taking
So
shits
much.
on everybody.
Definitely not a diet cook of asshole.
No.
No, that was like I ate
So good.
Chipotle and Moe's queso right before.
Yeah,
I came here.
oh yeah.
Oh,
So.
Like, all right, so we wake up and we all look like we've been to a Juggalo concert.
I got the Fago.
No, not everybody.
Yeah, I know. Oh, I'm betting on that.
So, last week's session started with the party back in their tower after their long series, their trip to Waterdeep to talk to Sir Edmund. Back in the tower again, you decided to do a small bit of shopping, in particular for some magical accoutrement and some information. Heading over to Silvery Moon, while R stayed behind in the tower, waiting the presence of Flandler. Gathering the information of the plane of Earth that you could possibly find. While not much, hopefully gave you some idea of what to expect. And a number of Earth-based spells that may or may not be useful to you where you're going. You headed back to the tower. Flandler, while you were gone, showed up and had a rather interesting talk with R about the location and possible contents of the Archivist, before you all decided to head to the plane of Earth. A short jaunt forward before you ran into what appeared to be a mining group of Svirfneblin under attack by some form of mutated purple worm. Spells and weapons seem to glance off the armored shell of the purple worm before one of the Svirfneblin, with a lucky shot, managed to make contact with the head, and some form of thunderous spell or object went off, scaring the worm away. A sudden appearance of a stranger behind you all led to a brief yet heated confrontation.
That laugh.
Discussions were had, and it was agreed to that the Sword Neverland would lead you to a fairly safe and comfortable place to rest for the night. Talking over the fire with some form of mushroom stew provided by the Svirfneblin, they gave you some information about possible ways to handle the worm, along with learning some information about your new companion. You all bed down to sleep. And a little mischief might have been had in the middle of the night. But we'll see how that develops. And the morning is yours.
So, wake up. Well, snap out of my trance.
Same.
No, you sleep. You're a half elf.
Shadow Bar?
Yeah,
Sleep.
you still sleep.
Yeah, we kind of looked this one up before.
Yeah.
The half-elf part was the one that I was unsure of. Shadowvar definitely sleep.
Yeah, fair. So, look around at my companions. Do I see that they have painted faces?
Who are you checking out?
I'm just taking a general once over.
Go ahead and make a perception check. The bonfire, the fire itself is down to a bare flicker. Nobody has put anything on it to really brighten anything up as of yet.
Okay. Well, before I look around, I'm gonna, I'll stoke the fire. Put some firewood on there.
Do we have any firewood?
You necessarily don't, as far as players or as party goes, but there are a number of what look to be logs off to one side, and they are not. They're significantly lighter and more porous. They appear to be some form of mushroom stalk, dried.
Okay, so I'll use that to help stoke the fire back up a little bit more. So I can.
Surprisingly, the flames are still fairly muted. Like there's a sense of light down here is not necessarily always welcome, and even when they do require heat and light, there's ways to make sure that it stays at least to somewhat extent.
Oh, 9.
Nice. 9 total.
9 total.
It's kind of hard to tell. There's shadows everywhere. For the most part, they all look healthy, hale, and whole.
Okay. Alright then, I'll just go about studying my spells and whatnot.
Alright.
I'm preparing my spells for the day. Speaking of.
Well, I'm gonna wake up and I'm going to actually approach Ballsack.
I assume you're still camped outside? Or did you camp inside?
Oh, me?
Yeah.
Who the fuck is Ballsack?
You.
Use Ballsack.
Oh, is that because I'm dragging him across his face?
Yeah. It's because when he opens his eyes, that's all he sees.
He slept in the hall.
I see Lathani approaching me and just look. I'm sitting down, I'm still propped up against the wall. My fire's also kind of gone out.
He's
same as
actually
the main
Down
one.
to bare embers.
He's actually approaching in a kindly,
Like an open way.
Hostile.
yeah, very, the exact
Praise.
opposite of hostile.
My guard is much less down, or is let down a lot. From
Okay.
The other day. What can I help you with?
I like them.
A few months ago,
Minnesota accent.
a few months ago, I created this design for for my weapons. And I no longer believe in the use of it.
Remember, I had mentioned to you, this isn't something that can necessarily be removed from... Remember?
Yeah.
Something I want.
I thought it could be removed but not attached. My bad.
Yeah, it's not a matter of that, because the one was built into the sheath for your sword. Like, built in. And the other one was actually part of the design of the crossbow when it was made. So, they can't necessarily be removed from... That's why I want to let you know before you got a little bit too far into the conversation and all that.
Fair enough. Yeah.
But you do have vials and stuff like that if you wanted to hand them over. You know, that part at least, absolutely.
I recently created these contraptions for my sword and my crossbow. Meant to sheath poisons and things of the sort. I don't want them anymore. Would you care for it?
Don't we need those for how we're gonna fight the worm thing?
Different poisons. Different poisons.
These are not the poisons created or that we may create for the monster. These are just random poisons. I have a few. I would like to pass them on to you if you would like as a welcoming present into our group.
I don't really have a use for poisons.
Okay.
Kind of hurt his feelings a little bit, but okay.
Oh no, he
So
doesn't
we're
give a
super
shit.
hostile to the new guy. We're giving basically complete strangers a bunch of fucking poison weapons.
Well, yeah, I mean, why wouldn't
Makes
Okay.
sense.
Why not?
Someone just walks into their house. Oh hi, I don't know you, but would you like a gun?
You get the next ones.
Hold on, can I roll for sleight of
You
hand?
As
Put
a
poison in
gift or
somebody's drink.
internal?
That would be a thing, depending on the poison, yeah.
What kind of poison is
The
it?
poison for Cusco.
Cusco's poison.
Cusco's poison.
No.
The shooty dart
No.
ones?
He's been trying forever.
I know, I'm aware.
Well, he was gonna get the
Wait,
two
can the
weak ones.
fox
You were
use
gonna
it?
get the two strong
Castle
ones. Now you get
Ravenloft
them all.
boxes and that other one there.
If he gets an
She just wants to explore.
I'm aware.
DM,
He has decided.
how derpy is my derp fox?
What?
Pretty derpy.
Do you want to coat
Can I-
your fox
can
in
I-
poison?
Here's
Can I
a
get an intelligence roll on the fox?
there's a
6. 6.
it's an interesting thing, considering the fact that the ability to learn tricks is not based off of intelligence.
Okay.
It's based off of wisdom.
Can I get a wisdom on the fox?
We want to strap
Please.
it with this.
Is this
poison
what I
dart
sound
protector,
like?
So you get
Yeah.
a poison dart to the animal.
So the what?
I'm like,
Explain it one more time, because I didn't even catch that.
I want to turn the fox into a tank that just shoots things with
We just
poison
want to
darts.
shoot poison darts at people's ankles before they even.
what do you want? You artificer.
Pretty.
If you go artificer,
That's absolutely broke mentally.
if you take
broken
7 levels of
fox
artificer,
shooting stab people in
you
the
can
ankle.
legally, not legally, we can rules lawyer it.
There's ways to go about this. I don't necessarily know that I'm going to say a yay or nay on it right at the moment.
7 levels of artificer, and
Hold on.
I can
Ow.
maybe argue James into it.
We can do all things through our great fourth wall god.
I got a 27 wisdom.
Yes!
Let's go.
Oh, wait, do you have
Fuck
animal
yes.
handling? Would animal handling help teach animal tricks, right?
That is correct.
Let me check if I have it. You would know if I do or don't offhand.
You did not go hand. I don't
I
think
think
you
it's
went
one thing
in.
I have natural. You're not seeing my sheet.
You might have.
First.
You'll see it on the actual character sheet itself.
Bottom
In the
left.
skills section.
Yeah, kind of.
Okay, so not proficient, but you have a decent score in it anyway.
Yeah.
High wisdom.
I got
Are you gonna train my fox?
All right.
you. We can discuss.
Yes. Yeah. We'll
Literally
we'll
weaponized autism.
Very
Yeah.
good.
That's perfect. It's awesome. It's shooting people.
That's what I said.
druid away.
I'll tell you what, we'll figure it out before next session. We'll say that you're gonna spend some time working on it, and we'll see what happens before next session. Believe me, I'm floating on by that one.
Wait, what did I miss?
Floating on by.
What you said.
What I miss?
You missed.
What if you
Floating on by. So, anyway.
The fox set.
We'll hash out some details that you'll be happy with before next session. How's that? This might be something that you'll be able to do before your departure.
Okay. And,
Or at least before the departure of your fox.
While I'm talking with Lafani, I do a double take at his face and smile.
Okay.
I don't say anything beyond that. I just go and smile a little bit and say thank you for the offer.
All right.
Quick question. Did the Swerfneblin shaman or old-timer say whether the shellfish poison would be a applied or an ingested poison?
It didn't specify.
Didn't specify.
That's kind of something we need to know, though.
They are up and moving around and clearing up, reorganizing, putting stuff away.
I'd like to go get Arkin real quick.
Are you hungry?
Okay.
Let's find out.
Arkin, do you think you could ask that shaman if the shellfish poison was something that was ingested or, like, say, a spider bite?
Okay, so venomous versus poisonous.
Yes.
Gotcha, boo. I want to finish cleaning stuff up, and I'll go over to the head gnome. Good morning, thank you. How did you guys rest?
About as well as we usually do.
Understandable. Thank you for allowing us to rest as well. We were wondering, those shellfish, we were wondering would paralyzation work through ingesting them, or would it be something the shellfish have to...
It is a form of contact poison,
Okay,
usually
There goes
delivered
everything
through the
in it.
tentacles around the mouth.
okay.
Wait, what?
I'll relay that to those in my party better active
Some
for
people
that.
call
It's
it
appreciated.
the midnight kiss.
Hey!